This man was drowning in debt and saw only one way out: kill his in-laws and take their $23 million fortune. In 2021, Robert Spar and his wife, Wendy Wood, had just returned to their Lake Tahoe home, unaware that someone was already inside. Shortly after they walked through the door, both Robert and Wendy were shot. Robert tragically died at the scene, but Wendy somehow managed to crawl to the bathroom and dial 911. Her injuries were severe. She was barely able to speak. Luckily, Wendy survived, but she was never the same. She suffered brain damage and needed help to walk and talk. She even spent 2 years fighting to recover, only to take her own life in March 2023. From the start, investigators believed this wasn't a robbery, it was pre-planned. The shooter knew exactly who he was after and how to get to them. The case went cold for 2 years, until the victim's youngest daughter, Adrienne, refused to give up. She even offered a $150,000 reward to find the attacker and released surveillance footage showing a hooded man entering the home hours before the shooting. Eventually, all signs pointed to their son-in-law of 10 years, an ex-baseball player, Daniel Serafini, who was married to the couple's eldest daughter, Erin. But he wasn't alone. With him was Samantha Scott, his children's nanny, and a close friend of Erin. But why would he do that? Despite earning millions during his baseball career, Daniel was in deep financial trouble by 2021, reportedly over $300,000 in debt. His relationship with Erin was also strained. Wendy Wood, Erin's mother, had long been suspicious of Daniel's intentions. She insisted he sign an agreement blocking him from accessing the family's $23 million fortune if they divorced. To protect her daughter family, Wendy also offered Daniel a business opportunity: 100,000 shares in a family-owned company, but only if he stayed married. But he chose a darker path, removing his in-laws and securing access to the inheritance through his wife. If something happened to Robert and Wendy, the $23 million estate would pass to their daughters, Erin and Adrienne. But Wendy changed her will before she passed, cutting Erin out entirely. In the end, Erin received nothing from the estate because Wendy suspected Daniel's involvement in the shooting, even though she couldn't clearly remember that day. Unfortunately, Wendy never lived to see him punished. Scott told police that Daniel confessed the shooting to her and agreed to cooperate with prosecutors in exchange for a reduced charge. In October 2023, Daniel was arrested and found guilty of murder. He now faces life in prison with no chance of parole. Samantha made a deal and could spend up to 3 years in prison. Since the deaths of their parents, Adrienne filed a lawsuit against her own sister, Erin. The suit alleges that Erin lured their parents out of the home on the day of the shooting so her husband could enter the house undetected. What do you think? Was Erin involved in killing her own parents? Even more surprising, Erin Spar has also filed lawsuits against her younger sister Adrienne, accusing her of manipulating their mother into disinheriting her from a $10 million estate and played a part in their mother's death.